Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Porter Valley Ranch. Today is super cold. I'm not gonna lie. So if you see my teeth chattering or something, then that's why, because it is freezing out here. Anyway, so I'm coming up here to feed the sheep and realize that I haven't shown you guys the new baby sheep very much since they were born a couple weeks ago. It has been crazy at our house. All of our kids are involved in sports. Zeke and Kai both play basketball. Of course, they all do competitive gymnastics with me. Our business is pretty much back into full swing. So while we're doing all that kind of stuff, it's pretty hard to get out here and video everything. We're just trying to keep everything alive, to be honest, which if you've watched a lot of our videos, you know that that is enough of a chore in itself. We are up here with the sheep, getting ready to feed them. But today's video is not actually about sheep. So I want to show you guys the little lambs, but then we're going to get to today's video here in just a second. So while we're up here, you can see the barn. Haven't really shown you guys the barn very much either. And so now I'm starting to realize that we've really been neglecting our YouTube channel. So I apologize for that. We're gonna do better. Anyway, so we completed this little lean-to off of our existing barn. We brought this shed in, bought it off my buddy Shannon, and then we painted it, made it look all nice. Then we built this thing off of it. So we've got a little, what's gonna be a porch, a little lean-to greenhouse thing for Rachel, and then there's a stall in the other end. So I will walk you guys through that one day, show you what we did and all that. But notice that Brian is stuck inside the greenhouse. So come on, buddy. All right, Brian's free. He is out of there. This is Brian, and this right here is Lizzie, and she is about to have a baby. In the next couple days, she should be having her baby. She's being stubborn, so we're trying to keep her fed and happy and all those things. But for today, she didn't have a baby, but it's getting really cold, and that probably means that she's gonna have it. It's probably gonna snow, and then she's gonna have the baby. It's gonna be a hassle, kind of was last time, but if you watched that video, it made for some good TV, so hopefully we can capture that all again. You can see our little chickens here. We've been talking a lot about chickens lately, and actually today's video is also gonna be about chickens because it's winter, and during the winter, it's really cold, and it's hard to do things outside. So today's video is about chickens. We have not been doing a great job with our chickens, to be completely honest. We got some eggs off of eBay, tried to give them away. They were I am Samanis, and it didn't work. Turns out that our incubator was too cheap. Yeah, you get it. So anyways, we hatched 0 out of 10, and then we got some silky eggs, and we hatched 1 out of 8. So our hatch rate is not great. Turns out that our incubator wasn't good. We weren't doing everything properly. So we are going to go to our friend Tina's house today, and we are going to learn about chickens, about having chickens set on their own eggs when they go broody, and just general knowledge about raising chicks. So stick around. We are going to go to Fisher's Fancy Fowls, check out some silkies, and we might bring some stuff home. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video. You'll see what we brought home. Also, if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the notification bell, that way you know whenever our videos pop up. We're going to be giving away a lot of cool stuff here in the next few weeks, so make sure you subscribe, notify, and we'll see you guys on the other side.
Hey guys, it's Molly with Porter Valley Ranch, and we came here to get chickens from Bonita.
Jet, what kind of chickens are you going to get?
White.
A white one?
Uh-huh. Actually, black.
A black one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
With black spots.
Black spots. Deal. Okay.
Spotted ones. So we are here today. We came back to Tina's, and we are going to figure out what we're gonna do with our fancy fowls that we bought here before. If you guys have watched the first episode about bringing home the showgirls, we took home 2 showgirls and some other chicks about 5 months ago. So that puts one of our showgirls at 7 months old. She's getting close to laying eggs, and the rest of them are about 5 months old. So they're all doing really well, but we're excited about making sure that we know what to do when it's time for the hens to start hatching their eggs so that we can start having some little chicks at our house. So we came here to ask the pro, Tina. She's our chicken connoisseur. She knows everything. We call her if we have any questions. We came here to check her setup and to ask her what we need to get all this started. Okay, so we have Honey, who is, Zeke, how old's Honey?
7 months old.
7 months old, and we have Penny. So they're, one is a naked neck silky, the other one is full buff silky. So both of them, how old do you think they'll be when they start actually laying eggs?
It varies anywhere from 7 to 12 months usually.
Okay, and then how old does a rooster have to be to
fertilize?
Yep.
Okay. Usually about the same age, about 7 to 12 months. They seem to mature faster than the females. So they're ready to breed usually before the hens are ready. So, yeah.
Okay, so we have one silky rooster, Albert, and then we have one naked neck rooster, Bradley Cooper. But he was 1 day old when we brought him home from here 5 months ago. So he might need a little bit more time.
Yes, he will.
Okay. So then right now, if we let Albert, if both girls get ready before the naked neck is ready, if both girls get ready and Albert is a silky and he fertilizes both of them, what would that naked neck silky hatchling be?
50-50 either way. It could be it could be a naked neck, which is a showgirl, or it could be just the full feathered silky.
Okay.
It's just a 50-50 chance on what you're going to get out of that cross.
But you're saying naked neck silky, and it's not a naked neck silky, right?
It's a showgirl.
And is that it's a satin?
Yes.
Right?
No, there are a satin is like her.
Okay.
Or you have the silky feathering, which is like right over here.
Okay.
See, there's this is a silky.
Like marabou feathers.
This is a silky showgirl. This is a satin showgirl.
Okay, so in ours that's what ours is. Ours is a satin.
Okay, so yeah, you all have satin showgirls.
So we have satin showgirls and a silky rooster.
Okay, and that's good. That's fine. You can interbreed all those. You can interbreed a silky and a satin and a showgirl.
Okay.
But what you never ever want to do is breed a frizzle satin or silky to another frizzle satin or silky.
So no frizzle.
No, because it causes what you call a frazzle. And it can cause, it'll cause some genetic disorders. They could be sick. But the mostly what happens is their feathers become really brittle and they break off very easily, and then their skin is sensitive and it's not good.
My question is, when they start laying eggs, do they immediately become broody?
No, not usually. Some of them could become broody within a month, and that's not unusual.
Okay. And so you kind of have to wait on their timing.
Yes, yes, you can't do anything to make them broody.
Okay. So this is what broody looks like, where they just sit here, and they'll start doing that on their own, or are they always on eggs, or they just sit anywhere like this and just camp out?
They'll camp out even without eggs under them.
Okay.
If they're broody.
So they kind of become like Malachi. They just want to sit on the couch and not do anything. Huh, Kai? Kai, we're going to start calling you broody.
You're getting broody.
Kai's being broody today. It's a nice word for lazy.
Okay. So this happens. And can you put other chickens' eggs under them?
Yes.
Okay. And they'll stay until the chicken hatches? Like there's not
most
just a set
generally,
brooding time?
yes.
Okay.
Most generally.
So when our silkies or satins, whatever, when they start having eggs and we think they're with the rooster, so we think they're fertilized, we should just collect them.
Yes.
And then keep them for how long before we either put them in an incubator or hopefully have a broody hen to put them under?
I usually go by 7 to 10 days is what my...
Okay.
That's kind of the window.
So
I
if
go by,
if
7
we
to
go
8.
if we've been collecting a couple eggs for a week and we don't have one that's ready to go broody, then we just need to put them in an
Yes.
incubator. Okay.
So whether it's an incubator or it's under a hen, you would collect them and then put them all at one time, not
Yes.
like one at a time?
Yes.
Okay. And then when they are broody like this, do they continue to lay eggs?
No.
What do you think about that, Molly?
Yeah, her.
Better
and
than
then
I
this
would have
other
done.
sat
So
her.
so while we were talking chickens, Jet was drawing a
Very
chicken.
many showgirls.
Jet just turned 6. That is a pretty good picture of a chicken right there, Jet.
Now I'm gonna make it.
Is that the kind of chicken you're looking for?
So now I'm gonna make it a good one.
You're gonna make another one?
I'm gonna make it one.
Okay. To be continued.
They're like,
How? With
Okay, so let's talk about...
They adjust themselves, is what Molly, what you're asking. Like, look, here's a heat lamp,
yeah.
and here's not. So if they
If they get hot,
They'll
they'll
move
move
away.
away.
like they adjust themselves.
Good question.
These are so funny looking.
Hang on.
That's what we have.
I know,
Oh,
they're
you
just-
mean the silky one.
I want the silky
Yeah, I love the silky one.
Where's the silky one?
Right here.
Find the light I was gonna
See, that's what ours looks like. This one, see how its hair looks real fine?
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to hatching day. When they start hatching, what can you expect? Does she know when she moves? What if there are eggs that are still not fully hatched? Like, does she move off of them? Or
No, usually the chicks will hatch and then I've never seen them do it, but somehow they kick that, the hen I think like kicks the egg shell out and you'll see it laying over the side and then that's like, oh, look at the baby.
But they do the whole process underneath her? Like the
Yeah.
pip and the zip and all
Yes.
that? Like, that's crazy.
And then
I
they just
know.
walk out or she gets off them?
It's
Well,
just,
they
it's so weird to me that it's like when people talk about incubators, it's such this fragile process. And then in my mind, I'm thinking, but in nature, there's
Yeah,
a chicken
I
sitting on
know.
them.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Exactly.
Right.
You won't really see the babies out much until they're about 3 days old.
Okay.
That's what I've noticed.
Okay.
And just make sure, you know, when she starts hatching that you have the water and the feed down where the babies can get to it.
Okay.
You got to make sure that the water dish is not very deep so they won't get in it and drown. Yeah.
And so how long do you keep the chicks with the hen?
Everybody has their own preference, but I just do 2 weeks.
Okay. And so then do you go ahead and heat lamp them or they just keep going under the hen?
No,
Okay.
2 weeks, and then I pull them out and I put them under a heat lamp in a brooder without mom, and then I just take mom back out to her pen.
Okay. So then like this system over here is what you would move them to.
That I think is it. Was this it?
He's like a rock
And this
star.
one, we're gonna get that one right there, Jet.
Yeah, that's one maybe be the butter chips. Butter.
Yeah.
They're different colors. They're like twins, but they're different colors.
Twins but different colors, like Hope and Joy.
Yeah.
They're twins but different colors.
Yeah, that's kind. Yeah.
If you got that one, what would you name it?
Right.
Fine. Hey up you.
What?
JC.
JC?
No, CCJ.
CCJ?
But I'm gonna get
What does CCJ stand for?
Seek Kai Jet.
Oh, nice.
Dad, who's this one gonna be?
Seek Kai.
You like that one?
A frizzle silk.
Got a little mohawk. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And it's a frizzle.
It's frizzled.
And it's a silky.
So
So it's like
frizzled.
it's not frizzled all the way because silkies are like mostly silk, not as much feathers.
Yeah, I don't know. Sounds great.
Let me see.
Tell us what it is, Dina.
Oh, goodness.
It looks.
I want like a blue.
That's a satin silk, or a satin frizzle.
Frizzled satin.
Yes.
What's that little stripy one?
I like that. Yeah, that's a frizzle silky.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Silky, yay!
Frizzle, silky, that's what my friends call me.
That's what we want.
That's perfect. Do you think that's perfect? Hold it real easy.
Squeeze its neck.
Perfect.
It's not.
There There we go.
That's a good one.
That's a great one.
Should we clean this poop off my shoe?
It's fine, bud.
I got a poop off.
Just rub it under that table.
Let's not let it jump out of the
You got it? You want me to hold it?
watch yours.
Or are you gonna hold it?
Now he's being gentle.
Yeah, now he's being gentle. He's
Yeah,
just,
hey, don't
just don't
squeeze
drop
him
it.
hard.
Yeah, don't squeeze it, don't drop it.
I'm not squeezing it.
Okay, so this is both mine and Tina's favorite Showgirls. And this one's actually a Showgirl Silky, but what we have at home is a Showgirl Satin. So what is the difference?
The feathering. The silkies have a fluffier feathering. Yeah, it's kind of a fuzz. It doesn't really feel like feathers. I think it's called barb.
Or like marabou boa?
A boa, that's what they call
Marabou
them.
boas, or that one. It's the same age. Okay, same age. I think they look like little clouds. Cloud feathers.
Little cloud feathers.
Or a boa. Boa or cloud feathers. That's the difference. Wow, look at this comb. So do you know yet if this is a girl or a
I
boy?
think it's a girl.
Okay. And
But
what
you
makes
can't-
you think that?
Well, because of her. Usually on the silkies, they're hard to sex by comb because their combs are so different. But usually I can feel above their nose, right here on where their comb should be. And if it's bigger, if it's a female, it's going to be more flat.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, because ours have a brain on the outside. is
Yes,
what we
when
call
they
it.
get older, the males will have what looks like a little brain on their
And
above their
so
nose.
this one is how old again?
She's about 3 months old.
Okay, so then they are still on a lamp. So how long are you gonna leave them on a heat lamp? And is that just because it's January? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's so cold.
So normally they'd be outside and
Yes.
fine. Okay.
Yes. Normally they would be outside and they'd be just fine.
So then this lady is hatching eggs. You said leave them for 2 weeks, then move them to this. And how long do they stay in that stage?
Probably they can stay in this for a couple of weeks, and then when they get old enough where they like to start flying a little bit and jumping, I move them to a taller brooder.
Okay.
Either that one or one of these.
Okay.
That way they don't fly out.
Now, if people want to like free range them, when are they fine to like free range?
They need to be fully feathered. When they're fully feathered in nice weather, then that's safe for them to go out. I don't free range mine
Right.
because silkies.
Right.
I'm sorry that they're not the most intelligent bird that God ever created. So
That's how they disappear.
yes,
You know
mine
something
don't
about
free
that.
range. So
Put them back up at night or they don't come back.
yes.
Okay, so
Happened twice.
a couple times.
The only times that me and Rachel were supposed to close the coop up, we failed.
Uh-oh.
Two times. Okay, so we've got the broody hen. We've got the next 3 days. And then you've got the taller brooder, and then they're this age.
Right.
Okay.
So I found a really light one, and it is small to match the one that they hatched. So and I'm gonna name this one Sooner.
Okay.
And then this is the other one I got. It's a little more yellow, like darker.
It's gonna be a buff.
That's what I wanted.
Uh-huh.
And like honey.
Like honey, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna name this one Boomer.
Okay.
And I want them small so I don't want them big that they'll peck the other one that's
Right.
in the
Yes, because
Yeah.
they've got one this size. So we had to get a matching set of 4. If you have one, you've got to go get 3 more, apparently.
Yeah.
That's how the math works. Chicken math.
Chicken math.
Okay, Reagan, what'd you get?
I got this black one
Mm-hmm.
because I just think that it's really cute.
This is a paint silky.
Paint silky. So
Paint
they're
silky.
going to go together because they're about
So
the
it's
same size.
it's the same color.
And one more for Zeke. He can't go home empty-handed. So he's got a satin showgirl, and it she's actually going to be friends with our little Polish that we have because it's about the same size, and the Polish is kind of alone right now. So that one's got to have a friend. That's what Tina taught us the first time we left with way too many chickens. So that's how it goes.
We came home with like 7.
Yeah. So anyway, okay, just trying to get her input on the feed and like some specific brands and stuff. She starts them out at, day 1 really. What are they eating here?
Big B. It's my favorite feed. I love it.
from
Made in
McAllister.
McAllister.
Look at that. We're going there next weekend.
Yeah, and then at 5 months old, I switched them all over to the layer, the Big V. It's a layer crumble for game birds, and I believe it's 28%.
Protein.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're heading home from Fisher's Fancy Fowls. We call her Tina a lot because that is her name, but her official business is Fisher's Fancy Fowls. We will put a link to her Facebook page because she sells a lot of chickens, and she has all of the frizzles and sizzles and silkies and frizzies and all the crazy stuff. So if you
Not
are...
frazzles.
Not frazzles. Frazzles, sazzle, and something's bad. So she can tell you that. So we really appreciate her letting us come over and bringing our crazy to her. And now we are taking some of her crazy home. The irony is, Rachel and I are trying to make a change this year to observe the Sabbath. So during the Sabbath, we are trying to get away from screens and get away from technology and craziness and just kind of relax and be with our family. And this is what we get instead. We get to drive home with 5 crazy kids and...
No technology.
How many chickens do we have back there?
6. I got 3 in here.
6.
No, 6. Yeah, 6.
So if you want to relax, you should drive 2 hours with 5 kids and 6 chickens chirping in the background, and that is how you relax and reach a place of shalom in your life on the Sabbath. At least that's how we do it, because we are not normal.
Let's hear names.
Hi, my name is Reagan.
Not your name, the chick's name.
Reagan, show them. Okay.
All right, this is little Hope and Joy. This is Hope, this is Joy, and they are our Harlequin baby lambs. They are about a month old. If you didn't watch the video of them being born, make sure you go back. Check that out. They are a pretty, and again, I am freezing. So if it sounds like I'm out of breath, I'm not that bad of shape. It's just cold. I'm freezing out here. Anyways, they are a Harlequin sheep. Harlequin sheep are a pretty rare breed. It's an American breed. They kind of died out. And now these guys are knocking over my feed bucket. Ah! Easy there, guys. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. Oh man. All right, let me get set back up here. Okay. So, Hope and Joy. Hope and Joy are Harlequin sheep. They're a pretty rare breed of sheep here in the United States. So these little guys were born here. Our first lambs born at Porter Valley Ranch, and they are awesome. They're very gentle. Rachel comes out here and just kind of hangs out with them quite a bit. We call this the Zen Pen. The Zen Pen because sheep, except when you're feeding them, are very, very good natured. They just kind of hang out. You can see this guy. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. They just kind of hang out and chill. We're used to raising ibex, and our ibex are somewhat crazy. So you can come out to the sheep pen and just kind of hang out, chill. They will eat out of your hand or just kind of mosey around. They're funny little animals. If you're a Christian, if you read the Bible, you know that Jesus refers to us as his sheep. And if you raise sheep, you know that that's a good thing, but also a bad thing. Sheep are not super intelligent. They require a lot of care. They depend pretty heavily on their shepherd, on the person taking care of them. But that also makes them very lovable. They kind of become part of your family, and they become part of your life. So it's pretty cool to come out here and just chill in the Zen Pen. If you want a Zen Pen t-shirt, little plug here, we are selling Zen Pen sweatshirts and t-shirts on our website. So look at that down below. Again, we got some really cool stuff coming up. We're going to sell a lot of merchandise, and we're also going to be giving some pretty awesome things away. I don't want to give it away. We're going to give it away, but I don't want to tell you what it is yet. No spoiler alerts. So stay tuned, subscribe and notify so that you can be one of the first ones to know whenever we're giving stuff away. Again, thanks for watching here at Porter Valley Ranch. We got more sheep videos, more chicken videos, and more ibex videos coming up very soon, and we will see you guys on the next video.